y'all know what time it is? Do y'all really know what time it is? It's time to grab your popcorn, grab your best beverage. It's time to relax your ears. Wrestling season has returned, baby.
Ooh, yeah.
That's right. And it's time for your main event. Coming down the aisle, we have the one, Bobby Wrestles. And he is accompanied by the beautiful Amor. This is the main event. Welcome to the All About Wrestling podcast.
On your screen, ladies and gentlemen, you see comments from Konnan that have set the wrestling world on fire. Yes, this is what we do as wrestling fans, as wrestling viewers, as the podcast community. We dive in and we talk about it. We discuss it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the All About Wrestling podcast on a Saturday. Today is Elimination Chamber Day, folks. Are you ready? I'm ready. Folks in the chat, are you ready? Let's go. Mr. Spades, hello, hello, hello. Fanditto. My moderators, Mike D, what's going on? What's going on? Folks, I'm charged. Yes, I'm very excited. This is the All About Wrestling podcast, where we provide a platform for wrestlers and wrestling fans to connect. You see, I'm sipping on my cup. And we got a lot to discuss. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Folks, today is a great day. Today is a great day. You know why? Because we continue to have our voice, our wrestling voice, right? Because without it, wrestling would not exist. That's right. Wrestling's authority and uniqueness comes from the fans. We provide power to these wrestling organizations worldwide. Mr. Spades, I'm laughing at your comments right now. It's a mystery. It's a mystery. All right, so how you guys feeling? How you guys feeling? Are you guys ready for the Elimination Chamber? Please hit the likes. Hit the likes, like this video. Let's set the YouTube algorithm on fire. So, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. All right, y'all ready? Let's go. All right. Let's see. So we had some comments, right? We had some comments. So MIRO responds to Konnan. We got a lot of traction on social media. Some people, and I'll admit it, I'm going to put you guys on Front Street. Some of you guys saw the poll. Maybe you were a little bit afraid to comment, to share your remarks. So about approximately 20 to 30% of the viewers did do the poll. We wanted to feel the temperature. We wanted to get an idea of where you guys were coming from and what you guys thought. Stephen Chambers, hello. A lot of you guys are on the same page in the chat. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. So that's the comment right there. All right, so Konnan, he has a podcast. And he said, Takeshita, he's got heat with me. He's lucky I wasn't in El Paso. That's where the show was. Because when he went up and he did the effing Eddie Guerrero thing for the frog splash, you're not Mexican, dude. I don't care. Stick to your nationality. And MIRO came out. MIRO pops up. I bet you all that Konnan, or whatever his name was, can't last 10 seconds with Takeshita. And then Konnan responded, it was a joke. Can't believe you got worked. Like, I'm actually going to be mad. It's sarcasm. Listen to the show instead of being an echo chamber. How can this be a joke? I mean, let's be real. You don't joke with something like that. Of course, Takeshita was making some kind of honor to Eddie Guerrero, the late Eddie Guerrero, the great Eddie Guerrero. And correct me if I'm wrong, but you don't need a specific skin shade to do a move or to pay homage to a wrestling great. Am I wrong, folks in the live chat? So let's see your comments. Let's see what we got going on here. Fanditto. Can always count on you to speak your mind. Stephen Chambers. Yes, Konnan is wrong with his remarks. He's trying to get heat to boost up his podcast. Yes, I agree with you, Steve. Was Konnan clout chasing? Perhaps. Perhaps he was, right? Konnan did what other racists do, claimed it was a joke. Fucking loser. Or when Sasha Banks' Mercedes does it. I mean, I'm glad I'm not wrong. I'm glad we're on the same page. Me personally, my opinion, you just can't say stuff like that, right? Wrestling is for everyone, right? At least that's what I think. So were Konnan's remarks racist? Should wrestlers or characters of the same ethnicity only be allowed to honor the wrestlers of some of the same ethnicity? Right? So, and let me just walk with me. Okay? I'm a wrestler. Part of my gimmick. Now, this might be a bad example. Is I walk to the ring with a bucket of chicken. I like chicken, I'll admit it, okay? Don't laugh. God forbid something happens to me. I'm a Hall of Famer, right? And let's say somebody younger than me, and I'm snitching on myself. I'm telling you my age. Theory. You know, and his way to honor me, he's wrestling, and he pulls out from under the ring a bucket of chicken, takes a bite, and throws it at his opponent, and then he uses my finishing move to end the match. Now, for those that don't know me or aren't familiar with me and my character, they might view it as, okay, that's kind of... But for the wrestling fan, they will understand exactly what he did, right? Just because I am a black man, that does not prohibit people from paying homage and honor to me because, you know, they're not the same shade, right? It's respect. And for Takeshita, someone from another nationality, to do that, it just goes to show how great Eddie Guerrero was. Am I wrong? I don't think so. All right. Let's see. What we got going on here? The chat is booming, you guys. So that's what we're talking about. If you guys want to call in, it's totally up to you. Don't be afraid. This is a sensitive subject, so I'm pretty sure the algorithm is running rampant on this show. Amor will join us in a little bit, folks, but I just want to talk about that. Now, in terms of the poll, right? These were the polls that were put up. All right, so do you believe, and this is the disconnect here, because both of these polls were ran consecutively, but you did not know that I was going to run the second poll. So it was very general. The first one, do you believe that an ethnic wrestling character should only be celebrated by members of the same ethnicity? No. 83% of you said no. And then the next poll, do you think Konnan's comments were wrong? Right? And there they go on the screen. Folks, we have a caller from Kentucky. Who's on the line?
This is Fanditto.
Fanditto's in the building. Hello, brother.
Nothing much, brother.
So I know your stance. I know exactly how you feel. But let's be objective, right? It's still early, at least on the East Coast. It's probably earlier where you are.
Yep.
So please explain to us how you feel about these comments. What are your thoughts? And then after you share your thoughts on that, I want to get your perspective about Elimination Chamber. But first, I'll let you talk about that. So, you know, take it away.
To me, that's pure racism because he's basically targeting Takeshita because Takeshita is a Mexican, but he didn't say anything about Ortiz or Santana, who aren't Mexican, doing it. He didn't say anything about Logan Paul doing it. He didn't say anything about Monet doing it. But for some reason, he targets Takeshita, who's Japanese, and then tries to say that's a joke when Miro calls him out. And to me, he's doing what other racists would do. He's trying to backtrack. He's trying to cover his ass because he's been caught out. So he wants to say that's a joke and that we're all marched because we got work. That's not work. That was a shoot that he was doing. And he was showing exactly how ignorant he is.
Right. So let me ask you this. You did mention Logan Paul and people of other ethnicities.
Yep.
Do you think there's a possibility that perhaps there's something personal between Konnan and MIRO? What are your thoughts?
Maybe there is something personal because probably Colin's ran his mouth a little too much, and him and MIRO, they've had some strong words, and that just came back onto him, and now Colin's been called out, and we're seeing the personalness right there.
Interesting points. Do you think MIRO was out of place? Do you think he should not have chimed in? Or do you think
MIRO was perfectly fine in what he said because someone had to call out Konnan for his bullshit.
I hear you.
Pardon my language.
But you get a bell for that. Remarks right on point, bro. All right, so now, you ready for Elimination Chamber? I know you are.
You damn straight I am.
Now, of course, on the East Coast, the show starts 8 p.m. for us. I'm guessing, does it start at 7 for you guys?
It starts for 8 p.m. for us as well.
Okay, all right.
We're Eastern time, too.
Okay, so you're from Kentucky. So you'll be watching it same time we're watching it on the same time zone. I do want to get your thoughts on Elimination Chamber. We did a poll for that as well. I'm going to put that up on the screen. I know it's a little bit of a delay. How accurate do you think this is for the men's chamber? The majority of people thinks Austin Theory is going to win, and for the women's chamber, everyone's saying Asuka. Who are your winners? Who are your picks?
I think Asuka will win the women's elimination chamber because she's a badass, and we're seeing Tana, aka the turkey that she was before she was WWE, basically shine now. But for Austin Theory winning the men's elimination chamber, I mean, I could see it because he's still United States champion, and I mean, he's still early inside his reign, so he could retain. But also, I could see a swerve happening. I could see Damian Priest winning the United States title because Judgment Day's hot right now. And if you want someone to hold title, go for him.
Okay, so you're thinking possibly Damian Priest?
That's right.
Wow. That's interesting. I haven't gotten that yet. But I mean, I understand it. You just had Rhea Ripley win at the Rumble. The Judgment Day could clean house on the road to WrestleMania. Theory, him dropping the belt probably put him in contention for the world title. I don't know. But it's very interesting. So, Fanditto, if you can share your brand. You are a moderator for the All About Wrestling podcast, and we appreciate you. But please share your podcast. Let the viewers know.
I will.
Let us know when you guys go live.
We go live every Wednesday and Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern time, and you can find us at the Nice Game Podcast on Facebook. You can find us at the Nice Game Podcast on YouTube. You can find us by the same name on Spotify and Twitch. Just type in Nice Game, not space, just together, and you can find us, or you can find me, Fanditto. Better that. Oh, Warhawk Johnny. You can find me on YouTube. It's just my name, Fanditto.
Yo, and please follow him. Fanditto, Superfan Johnny's got one of the hottest wrestling rivalries out right now. All over social media, taking social media by storm. Please check them out. Please check out the Nice Guy Andy podcast. Bro, thanks for calling in. We'll take some more calls,
buddy.
all right?
All right, buddy.
All right, take it easy. Hello, hello, hello. All About Wrestling podcast. Who's on the line?
What is going on? It is AK Wright. I almost said my name wrong. I'm sipping what you're sipping.
What's going on, bro?
Nothing, man. First, I just want to say, just to get this totally out the door, I love that Sammy is having this moment, but when I saw the video, I don't know if you saw it, WWE posted it up. It's his wife talking about the match tonight. I was on the fence if they were going to let him win it in Montreal to like try to rewrite history, what happened there with Brett and Shawn years ago.
Right.
But the moment they interviewed the wife, yeah, we're all just going to watch Roman and Cody at Mania. Which isn't a bad thing, but they're playing way too much into this. And I was actually reading something before the show started. I don't know if you can take anything Memphis as a grain of salt or anything anymore, but supposedly, I say supposedly with anything the man says now, they changed the plans for tonight as of Tuesday. They did say what the plans were, so it could be the same finish, but just how the match ends being different. But I'll say this: I'm intrigued. Will I be mad if Sammy wins tonight? Absolutely not. As a Middle Eastern person myself, and rarely seeing a highly respectable representation of a Middle Eastern person on TV, which I don't know if most people even know, Sami Zayn is 100% Middle Eastern.
Right.
And it is very refreshing to see that the days of Muhammad Hassan and boo, death to America, all that shit's gone, part of my language. But I just don't see it tonight. I want to see it, but I just don't see it. I just want to get that out the way just to start. To backtrack with Konnan really quick, I just have a simple question that I'm just going to open up to the entire wrestling community. Why? And I'll phrase this to you because, you know, you're the head of the table right now, pun intended. Why, as wrestling fans, do we continue to give the absolute worst bottom bin garbage? I need money, so let me do every knockoff $5 color convention. Let me share something on Twitter to try to get some heat, as someone said. Why do we give these people our attention? There is nothing Konnan offers anyone at this state. I'm going to also partly include his WCW run. This man has barely offered anything to professional wrestling outside of a hot minute in the Wolfpack. The LWO had leaps and bounds of potential option and went nowhere. So my question is, how do we rewrite the course where strong voices and professional wrestling commentary, they start to get the shine, and garbage bin knockoff wish wrestlers like Konnan can finally stop to get the shot that they get? Like, how do we fix this, you think?
Honestly, so I completely understand what you're saying. And I ask this question all the time, you know, when I see, you know, what's his name? The previous owner of WCW. Bischoff goes on social media and he talks crazy about anybody that's not in WWE. He talks crazy about Tony Khan. He talks crazy about the Elite. And I'm like, all right, why are we giving this guy all of this attention, right? Same thing with Jim Cornette. He does it. And I'm like, these guys, they're no longer in the spotlight. And it's like they're trying to remain to be relevant. But I'm kind of in a sticky situation.
Russo.
Go ahead.
Vince effing Russo. He's another one. These people have the absolute They offered nothing. And I barely want to say Vince Russo has offered anything to the product. The only thing, in my opinion, and this might be a member of Black History Month that we can focus on, the only thing, in my opinion, in his entire career that he did where someone could say, yep, that was the right call, was when he took the belt off of Hogan and gave it to Booker T. Whenever they were in their, I don't know if WCW is going to be a viable option or whatever. That was 100% his call to let Booker T have the title. That's, to me, the only thing that I feel he's done of absolute merit. But I just want to know, what do we have to do to get these people off of these pedestals that we put them on? Yes, Eric Bischoff, to your point, he had 83 weeks where he dominated professional wrestling. He dominated WWE.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You know how long ago 83 weeks was?
Yeah.
That's how long ago was that. And you lost. That's like, even yesterday, Ariel Helwani is literally in his city doing cut-ins for Sami Zayn showing up in Montreal. Tony Khan, you're such a crap journalist. What does this have anything to do with the man standing in a staircase with a microphone? Because you did an interview with him and didn't want to answer any questions. Like, we need to fix this. We need to absolutely fix this. And we need to start tonight. We need to get a Patreon. I don't know if we need to get an OnlyFans. We need to do something, because what Konnan said is absolutely atrocious. And let's just fact this in. I'll say this one little point, then I'll let you respond to it. Eddie Guerrero, as I'm sure I speak for a lot of people, he is firmly in my top 5. When that man died, I cried for a month because of how much he meant to me. So when we think of people's movesets, that what you call are legends, HBK, Sweet Chin Music, I don't know if you would say Seth or Theory are paying homage to Triple H when they try to do the pedigree, but in any case taken, when you see someone do a suplex and roll 3 times in a row, you know they're doing the Three Amigos.
Right.
Anytime someone does the shimmy off the top rope and does a flag splash, they're paying homage. What is wrong with the new crop of wrestlers honoring a legend who was taken from us 20 years ago? I don't care what nationality you are. When Logan Paul did it at Mania, yes, he was trying to get heel heat. But on top of the fact, let's also not forget the fact his flag splash was stupendous on top of that. You know, say what you want about Logan Paul, but the man did what he did justice. So, like I said, I admit it, like I tell you this all the time, I haven't really watched AEW as much, but I did watch the spot that you were talking about. Konnan needs to go away. And I don't know how
Hold on a second. Ellie Underdown said Eddie was American. Konnan is Cuban.
See?
And she says, what the F is Konnan talking about? Great points, Ellie. Ellie, you want to call in? Call in. We like to hear about it.
Shout out to Ellie. We need to find a way to have valid voices be able to speak. This is the reason I don't go on Twitter as much, because of this.
I agree. I agree.
So I know you haven't really talked about it, and yeah, you're right. It is Elimination Chamber Day. I am kind of with Fanditto on some of the predictions. I really don't think Damien's going to win. I think they're going to try to do something with the tag run with him and Dominic at Mania. But who do you think, as far as the 2 chamber matches? I'm not going to say winners, because in my opinion, it's already sold Asuka and Bianca at Mania. But who do you think are going to have the largest standout moments in each of the chamber matches?
Oh, man. So, without a doubt, Montez Ford is going to put on a show tonight. Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Hands down. Somebody else mentioned this. I'm like, you know what? We're in for a treat. Montez Ford and Seth Rollins are going to bring that cage down.
Yeah.
definitely.
I agree.
I really think the women's match is going to be. I think it's going to be lackluster, honestly. Because and no offense, but Carmella, she's great entertainment. She's a great actor. She's a great wrestler, but more of an actor. We're going to see some comic relief there, especially with Nikki Cross. Asuka's going to ultimately, in my opinion, she's going to have the best performance there. With Liv and Raquel, of course, but yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's really going to be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, I agree. And I like how, I don't know if you did it on purpose, how you left out Natalya, who was also in Montreal. And I just think it's funny that this whole, and I'm not saying this again, derogatory about Sammy. I love Sammy to death. I love what WWE has done with him. Even with the Johnny Knoxville stuff, they kept him relevant to an extent.
Right.
But everyone is Sammy. Natalya came out yesterday, and you barely could hear any kind of reaction. Now, I don't know. Actually, she's from Calgary, right? So maybe that's it. She's from Calgary. But, yeah, it's the same kind of thing. I'm expecting Nikki to do something stupid where she climbs on top of one of the pods and just jumps and leaps on somebody. That's kind of what I'm expecting. But, yeah, I'm in the same position as you. I think this is going to be Asuka's night. Asuka with the Kana infused energy is going to put on a show. Her and Bianca are going to tear it at Mania. Theory is going to win, and I would kind of not be shocked if somehow Cena is still booked for Mania with them too. But we'll see what happens. But I think we're all in consensus. Konnan needs to go. He needs to go. Just go away. Number one, you spelled your name wrong 3 times. I don't know why this never keeps coming up. Do you know he spelled his own name wrong when he does autograph signings? Have you ever heard this story?
No, I did not.
So, I don't know. You and I are kind of in the same age bracket. When Vegas used to have the WCW restaurant, I forget what the name of it was. Someone in the comment section can help me out here. They had him go do a signing. And there was an audience member who came and brought one of his T-shirts for him to sign. And he literally signed his name. Now, he didn't do the generic, I'm just going to do a whole bunch of squiggles and this is my signature.
Right.
He legit signed his name. And the fan posted it on eBay. And yeah, it'd be nice if I could, well, not eBay, but whatever sites in the day back then were on a blog site or something. It'd be nice to hang this in my home, but I just don't understand how you spelled your own name wrong, because he spelled it Konnen.
Oh, wow. It doesn't surprise me at all. It does not.
At all. But, yeah, I don't want to hold up the line here. I needed to vent, but definitely looking forward to how this pans out. I am not going to shed a tear if Sammy doesn't – actually, yeah, I'm going to cry, but I'm not going to be shocked. I'll say that. But as far as everything else, I think we just need better representation as far as the voices of this business that we are passionate about.
I agree with you. And you know what? I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place, because being a content creator or a social engineer, and you know, being social engineers, we're kind of like vultures. So we do want this stuff to stop, but I'm a vulture. I pick off the carcass and the bones off of these things and I present them, and the wrestling world loves drama. So it is what it is. These guys won't go away. You know, the Russos and you know, and the Bischoffs, they won't go away. They're like the cancers, and we need them. We do need them, because they're going to continue to create these dramatics that we need, and we're going to talk about them and break them down. So before you go, can you please promote your brand?
Absolutely. So I am on a little bit of a hiatus. I'm having some equipment issues, but I am on the YouTubes as well. I am at Mind of AK. I'm hoping to be back pumping out content here in about a week and a half. I'm actually going to be updating some of my channel stuff. I have a little bit of a little announcement on Monday that I'm going to be making that I hope people will look forward to. But yeah, if you want to follow me on all the socials, and by all the socials, I basically mean Instagram at the moment. It's at @AK. It's on the screen right there. Give me a like, give me a subscription. It would mean the world to me. And let's all us as wrestling fans do the Captain Planet thing and summon whoever we need to try to get the better voices the attention they deserve. Like me, Amor, and Bobby here. I would rather listen to Bobby and Amor versus Konnan get drunk off of whatever he just sipped on, decides to go on Twitter, tweet some dumb shit, pardon my language, get called out for it. Hey, I was joking, Holmes. What? You notice how he did it. I was joking. Take a chill. Like, shut the... I hate this man. Sorry.
Thanks for calling in, bro. I appreciate you.
Absolutely, man.
All right. That's Mind of AK, folks. And please make sure you go to his channel. Mind of AK. Crazy genius. I tell you, you will see. Make sure you like and subscribe his page. All right. So that's what we're talking about. And someone made some interesting points, right? I put a post up earlier today, and it was in regard to Elimination Chamber. What's going to happen with Sami Zayn and Roman Reigns? Chops Cards, they were on a show. They posted scenarios, right? And I want you to listen to this because I thought this was very interesting. So these were the options. Could be two options, he says. 1, clean victory of Roman Reigns. 2nd, Cody makes the intervention to make a change on the WrestleMania match, triple threat. We don't want to see a triple threat. Then there was this, right? The best options, where it could be really awesome, and I think WWE would maintain their momentum, because right now, from Royal Rumble to Chamber on this road to WrestleMania, it's been nothing but promising and exciting, because for the first time in many years, I will admit that I have no idea what's going to happen, right? Right. So it's completely unpredictable. The best option was Sami wins. He wins, right? In Canada, because we don't want to see another Montreal screw job. He wins. Then Friday, Roman Reigns asks for his rematch. And then the Usos are not allowed to be in Canada, at least for what we understand. Jimmy Uso is not allowed to be in Canada because of his DUI charge, right? Which means Jay can be there. Keep that in mind. So it can be a game changer for any interference from Jay. So those are some options, all right? So that's what we're dealing with. A lot can happen. Elimination Chamber, from Royal Rumble to now, very unpredictable. And Fanditto, you mentioned it. They went from predictable to unpredictable by November 2022. Correct. Mick Thompson, hello, what's going on? Hey, Mick, I got a surprise for you. You ready, Mick? Calm down. All right? Mick, the co-host is here.
Hi.
Oh, God, she's here.
Sorry, guys. I had some kid issues going on, as always. Bobby's telling me what to do. You know,
Directing over here.
No, you guys already know what's happening, Mr. Control Freak. Okay.
Say hello to Tristan. He's new here.
Hi. Hey, everyone. Did you miss me?
Hi, Tristan. What's going on? So, Amor's here. Amor. Now, folks, I purposefully did not share any information about our topics with Amor, and I did that for a reason. Because I love to get her reaction about our topics, all right? Because it's an unfiltered reaction, meaning she has no idea what we're talking about. It's genuine, right? And it's organic. So, Amor, we're talking about Konnan. So Konnan, previous wrestler, he was in NWO Wolfpack. he made what is arguably some racist comments towards Takeshita, a Japanese wrestler who paid homage to Eddie Guerrero when he did a frog splash in El Paso, Texas. He went on the top rope, he did the shimmy, and then he did a frog splash, right? So these were the comments. I'll put them on the screen, right? These were the comments. Well, Takeshita, he's got heat with me, and he's lucky he wasn't in El Paso because when he went up and he did the effing Eddie Guerrero thing for the frog splash, you're not Mexican, dude. I don't care. Stick to your nationality. And then MIRO popped up. I bet you all that Konnan, or whatever his name was, can't last 10 seconds with Takeshita. And then Konnan responded, it was a joke. Can't believe you got worked. Like, I'm actually going to be mad. It's sarcasm. Listen to the show, because he has his own podcast, instead of being an echo chamber. Mi amor, mi amor. What are your thoughts? Was this a racist comment?
So I think it is. Yeah, I would say definitely.
Okay.
He should watch what he says. I mean, clearly a lot of people get backlash on the way that they say things on social media and the way that they don't say things on social media.
Right.
So maybe he needs some social media etiquette. I don't know, but I think that's racist, because I would have felt some type of way if, like, he would have been like, thank you. Yeah. If they would have been like, oh, that, like, stick to your, like, African American, like, yeah, that's racist. Like,
Yeah.
yes, you know, like, it's racist. Don't say it. You need some etiquette. And like you said, he has his own podcast or whatever the case is, but you have to, we're in a day and age where, like, I mean, racism has always been a problem, obviously, but it's like now people are able to have more freedom of speech. So, whoa, that's a huge spider web.
No, she's scared, guys.
What was I saying? Yeah. Well, anyway, you have to watch what you say, regardless. Go on your podcast and say it. Say it for the world to see it, because at least if you say it on there, then they could be like, oh, he said this. Oh, my bad. He said this. Like,
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, go do it on there. Just watch what you post, because when you post things like that, like, sometimes people take it. I don't think he said anything wrong.
Right.
But I think.
Oh, you're one of those.
Hold on. I don't think he said anything wrong, because me personally, I would be the one to say something like that.
Oh.
But I would say it. I would probably say it in person. Like, I wouldn't post no shit like that on social media.
All right, so hold on.
Like, just like when you're texting somebody, things get misconstrued. Like, they get miscommunicated. Like, it just happens.
All right, so hold on. So I just mentioned to you guys, that there was a discrepancy in the poll, right? I said in our poll there was a disconnect because I set you guys up. The first poll, and I'm gonna put it back up there. The first poll, right? It was general. You guys had no idea the second poll was coming. I said, do you believe that an ethnic wrestling character should only be celebrated by members of the same ethnicity? Majority of you guys, no, that's wrong. Then I put the second poll up. 60-40.
Okay, so
do you guys think?
So hold on, I'm gonna cut you off right there. I didn't think. Okay, I think this comment can easily get put into a racist, conflict. However, the way he was saying it, I don't think he was like.
She's backpedaling.
No, I'm not. I don't think he. So was he saying it like as like this dude shouldn't be doing his move because this is a Mexican move?
Yes.
Okay. Hold on. Let me think about this.
Not a Mexican move. Not a Mexican move, but he's saying it because you're not Mexican.
So he shouldn't be doing the move.
He shouldn't be doing it.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay. So I don't think it's a racist comment. I think it's more of like a hating comment. Like, I think he's being a hater, but I think for him, like using his ethnicity, it
Right.
came out the wrong way.
So do you think he was clout chasing?
I guess maybe. Like, I think he's a hater. That's what it sounds like to me, like just straight out hater. Because like, and we're in wrestling, like that's like somebody saying, "Oh, I love The Rock, so I'm gonna use him." Oh, you can't do The Rock's move. Like, who the hell said I can't do The Rock's move? Did he what do you call that? Did you trademark that, John? Like what?
Can you do The Rock move to me? I'm just playing.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill your ass.
Oh my God, you can't say that. Jeez.
Oh man, sorry guys, I'm just playing.
Oh my God.
I only say that because I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Listen, guys, hit the likes, please. Hit the likes to this video. We're gonna get 100,000 people in here.
Were you guys bored before I got here?
Wow, really?
Just playing.
See, this is why I signed a contract with her. This is why I put her pen to paper.
Oh my God.
Right? Let's see. Let's look at these comments. Let's go. Let's see. Say hi to Mick Thompson, by the way. He's one of your biggest fans.
I know. He said he loves my green hair.
He did.
Thank you. It's so nice of you to say that.
Ellie Underdown, extra funny from Konnan, head booker of AAA that constantly tries to push an international market.
Oh, am I? Hold on. Is this guy gonna come for me now? Because I said he was a hater.
I hope he does. That'll be great. That'll be great for the show.
Oh, that's funny.
Tristan Sloan, hey.
Yeah, don't tag him in this drawing because I only know he over here. Bobby gonna be like, take her.
Listen, Tristan Sloan, in reference to your comment, we will reach out to you. Okay, go to our community section, right, and comment on our latest post, and we will put the link to that in there. Okay, I'm not going to post that on the show. Mick Thompson says, "Why is it Bobby? My girlfriend?" Ellie Underdown, has anyone seen Konnan's rap record? Is he a rapper?
No, maybe he's talking about his like.
Oh, his rap sheet.
Yeah.
Wow.
Really?
Wow.
Like,
folks, let's remain objective here. I don't want to break him down personally, but in terms of wrestling and in terms of the information that we have, we're going to draw our own conclusions, mine being that those were racist comments, all right? So, Konnan, if you want to come on the show, bro, you're welcome.
Hold up.
Come on the show and explain why your comments are not racist. And then that'll make for good conversation because I'm pretty sure the contenders in the live chat are going to want to talk to you.
He calling you out, yo. Oh, this is funny.
Listen. So, I want to get your comments. Amor, Elimination Chamber, we are moments away. Folks, Saturday, Elimination Chamber Day. What are you guys doing? Please comment in chat. Are you guys getting pizza? You guys getting beer, wings, pretzels? Let us know. Let us know. Amor, who's winning the chamber? So I'm going to put this up here, right? So the majority of the people said the men's chamber, Austin Theory.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I would love for Montez Ford. Is that his name right?
Yo, I was just saying, Montez Ford is going to put on the show.
Yeah. That is so cool. I love him. And he's like, I think he's just as good. I think he might even be better than Austin Theory, but that's my opinion.
Women's, who you think?
Oh my gosh. I can't. First of all, why is Carmella in there?
That's what I said. I said Carmella's a great actor.
My question is, who is she filling in for? Because what? Why is she in there? I don't know. This is kind of weird.
Tell Mr. Sloan how you're going to respond to him in terms of this question. And can you move the bottle, please? The glass.
My cup? Why do I have to move my glass?
Because
you're being too controlling.
We want kids to be able to watch this show.
It's
right?
a glass. Oh my gosh.
Right, guys?
I mean, no. Oh man, hold on. Let me read this. I'm getting old, y'all. You have to. Okay, so I will have Bobby post up a story and put the link in the story, and then you can just click on the link and it'll send you right to the OnlyFans.
Yeah, that's what I'll do, Tristan. So I'm going to. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, in our community section after the show, I'm going to post a post and I'll put the link in there. All right, for you.
Now he'll post a story on the Instagram. What do you mean post? Like,
I'll do the community section YouTube, community section post, and I'll put the
Okay.
link in there so that you can just click on it.
yeah, this is not a link that is going to be up all the time. So if you catch it up, just click on the link. It's not going to be up all the time, just to let you know. So, yeah, exclusive content for exclusive people.
Mick Thompson, don't do that, Bobby. Come on, man. That's my number one fan. I love her. Don't do that. You behave. All right, I'll behave, Mick.
I know, like, it's a glass of wine. I'm not underage. Come on.
Folks.
Jeez. I'm pretty sure their mothers drink a glass of wine or maybe quite a few with them.
Well, I did buy you an outstanding All About Wrestling podcast mug. Put that down, please. I'm going to run and get you.
Yeah, please go get my mug.
Entertain them.
Yeah, okay.
I'll be back, folks.
All right. So, yeah, I thought that Elimination Chamber for the women's was kind of weird. I think Asuka, I mean, we can never go wrong with her. So if you're putting comments in the chat, I can't see them. Like, I don't have my YouTube open, so I can't actually see what's there. So when Bobby gets back, we'll look at that. However, I don't know, that Elimination Chamber thing is kind of crazy. And also to touch back on the Konnan comment, I think he just kind of like, maybe he said something before he actually thought about it, and then he was like, damn, I should never said that. But it is what it is. I would definitely like to see if he actually does come on the show just to kind of explain himself a little bit. Thank you. Oh, what could I have? Controller. Cool, me too. And eating and having some bubbly. Oh my God, I don't know if I could do this, yo. Like, this is like serious business here. Come on, stop
You're
doing
so silly.
that. Jeez, like, I can't. All right, if you're looking for me to be an actor or actress, well, not an actor, obviously, but
Folks, she's flustered. Thanks. You got her
if you
flustered.
guys are looking for me to be an actress, I am not the one. I mean, I can be serious and funny and whatever I am at that moment, but listen.
Listen, Tristan says you're gorgeous. Look, she's blushing. She's blushing. Steven Chambers, here's my picks. Asuka, Gargano, Edge and Beth, Brock, and Sammy by DQ. Whoa.
Nice.
Whoa. Give me your pen. Please.
Yeah, please is a magic word. Controller.
All right, folks. I'm sorry. May I have your pen, please? Thank you. Steven Chambers, I'm going to write that down.
I'm going to write that down.
If you're correct,
That was like a song, y'all.
if you're correct, Steven, I'm going to send you one of these mugs.
Oh,
You're gonna get a
fancy
gift.
man.
Just for being so bold and convicted.
Incorrect.
Well, we don't know if he's correct yet.
Well, if he gets a mug, then clearly he was correct. So
Yeah, you're right. Edge and Beth and Brock and Sammy. Listen, guys. Listen, guys. Bray Wyatt's going to interfere in that match between Brock and Bobby Lashley. He's going to interfere because he already mentioned it. I would love to see Sami Zayn win. But man, are you choosing Brock because you think Bray Wyatt's going to somehow attack Bobby Lashley? It's just a thought. Ellie Underdown. I think the match is set up to build Asuka up for Bianca. You're on the same page with me, Amor. And somebody else mentioned it earlier.
Yeah.
My 8-year-old daughter is a huge Asuka mark. That would be great. I would really love to see Asuka continue onto her path that she was on before she got hurt.
I think that she will be. I think this is the point of this match for her. Because I kind of look at, even though like there are quite a few women in there who are, you know, really worthy, obviously, I think that she has been here long enough for her to at least get her reign for a while, because we saw her at some point getting there and like, you know, and then she just kind of just dropped off.
Right.
So not that it was her fault at any point, because we all know that WWE can make very stupid choices sometimes.
Right.
But yeah, it's good to see her back on top because we haven't seen her for a while.
I agree. I definitely agree. Mick Thompson says he's picking Raquel Rodriguez. Not a bad choice. Not a bad choice by a long shot. We see what she can do.
I think it's between those two.
Who,
Because
her and Asuka?
yes, Raquel and Asuka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ellie Underdown, she's calling for a Montreal screw job. This would be terrible for business. I really hope you're wrong. For them to pull this off means that they have major cojones and they don't care. They do not care. In my opinion, hopefully that this is their way that they redeem themselves, because they're back in Montreal. The fans were crazy on SmackDown. I'm pretty sure you saw it. If Sammy wins in his hometown, if they dethrone the tribal chief early to redeem themselves for the Montreal screw job, major kudos to WWE. Major kudos.
I don't think they're going to do it.
You think Roman Reigns is going to win?
I mean, I would like to see it, but I don't know. I feel kind of conflicted with these two because I love Roman Reigns, but I think Brock Lesnar.
Tristan, to answer your question, when you go to our channel, when this video is over, go to our channel, scroll over to the community section. It's a tab. All right, you'll see it. Some channels don't have it yet. We have it thanks to you guys. We have it. We have one. We post in there regularly. You'll go in there and you'll see it. Mick, I'm picking Raquel Rodriguez. Damian Priest. Sammy, Undisputed Universal Heavyweight Champion. Wow. Beth Phoenix and Edge. Me too. And Bobby Lashley to beat Brock. Folks, this is going to be a hell of a show.
It is.
I'm excited.
If they make good choices, I think it's going to be amazing, because we know that they could easily screw this up.
Right.
Yeah.
Mr. Spades, can we give Triple H his roses for a moment? This will be the first non-Vince booked Mania ever.
Thank goodness.
And it is setting it up to be phenomenal. You are so right, Mr. Spades.
Yes.
Ellie Underdown says the heat would be insane. The heat would be insane. If they do another Montreal screw job, it's going to be crazy. They're going to have to tell the Russians, get out, let's get out of here. They're going to throw bottles. I'm calling it. If they do this again, wrestling fans, get out of the way. Ellie Underdown, WWE booking is always, you get beat up in your hometown. You ain't never lie. You ain't never lie. Folks, we're moments away from Elimination Chamber. But first, let's talk about Wrestling Online. All right, so this is the Wrestling Online Report, folks. I do want to talk to you guys about some news that we have from our good friend Colin Vassallo of Wrestling Online. Folks, Vince McMahon is seeking $9 billion for WWE. Were you guys aware of that? $9 billion. This is worth much more than what the company is worth. Reports indicate that WWE is currently valued around $6.5 billion, but they're trying to sell for $9 billion. Would you buy WWE for $9 billion if you had the money, knowing that they're selling it for close to $3 billion more? $3 billion. I'm not talking about million. I'm not talking about thousand. I'm talking about $3 billion more than what it's worth. What are your guys' thoughts? I think it's a bit ridiculous, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Stone Cold Steve Austin takes on America. All right. He's joining A&E. Apparently, Stone Cold Steve Austin is coming up with a new show. The network A&E announced that it's expanding its Sunday night programming, right? Stone Cold Takes on America premieres Sunday, April 30th at 10 p.m. and sets out on the road as Austin takes viewers on an epic adventure as he redefines what life after years in pro wrestling is like. All right, so be on the lookout. April 30th, new show with your guy, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Mi Amor, this one's for you. The Real Housewives of Wrestling is coming.
What?
According to Ric Flair, revealed on his podcast to be the man that both Fox and Netflix are interested in. They're in the hunt.
Well, who wouldn't be interested? I mean, we see all these Real Housewives, basketball housewives, like, I don't even know, celebrity housewives, whatever they call it these days. We see all that all the time, and we know how those ratings go. Like, even The Bachelor and The Bachelorette and 90 Day Fiance, something like that, whatever.
Folks, listen, this may be segue for podcast wives or something like that. You never know.
Really? This is podcast wives. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Like, why? Who would be interested in that?
Everybody. Come on.
Right. Do the darnest thing. Like, I just don't know. People just want to see you, like, watering your plants these days.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, you know.
You know what? To go completely off topic on this, there is actually people who will pay people to cuddle with them and to watch them eat. It's so weird.
I'm pretty sure somebody will pay $1 to watch you eat, Mi Amor.
$1? No, I wouldn't.
Oh. All right.
No, I'm just playing.
All right. So look, in some somber news, Jerry Jarrett, who recently passed away. Here's some funeral service information. This is from Wrestling Online. Funeral service for legendary wrestling promoter Jerry Jarrett, who passed away at the age of 80 on February 14th, will be held on Tuesday, February 21st. All right. The celebration of life will start at 11 a.m. at the Long Hollow Church in Hendersonville, Tennessee. All right, so that's the information there. And rest in peace to Jerry Jarrett.
Yeah, rest in peace.
In other news, Mark Briscoe joins AEW. You've just seen him on Dynamite.
Yeah.
Thunder Rosa. And this may spark a little bit of a heated discussion. Thunder Rosa, she joins the AEW Spanish commentary team. She'll be transitioning from behind the mic for the first time being joining the Spanish commentary team for AEW TV while she recovers from her injury. Exciting news, AEW fans. And this is quote for quote. While my recovery continues, I'll join AEW as a Spanish commentator and on-screen personality. Rosa wrote on social media, I'm thrilled to be able to serve Spanish-speaking fans in this unique way. Health is a journey with ups and downs. Meanwhile, I'll see you from the booth. Rosa has been out of action since before All Out after she pulled out of her AEW Women's title match against Toni Storm. All right, and there was always a bit of controversy with the circumstances behind that, with people believing that she faked her injury. In other news, Kristen Cage returned. All right.
But who cares if she faked her injury? Like, who really cares?
Shots fired. All right, and this is the Wrestling Online Report. And folks, if you want to get the Wrestling Online Report newsletter, go to wrestling-online.com, click newsletter, and you'll be prompted to enter your information. What information? You click join this group and you enter your email address. And once this is done, you'll be on set to receive the daily newsletter. All right, folks, that was the Wrestling Online Report. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling ready to go.
Ready to go. Folks, you guys ready for Elimination Chamber?
Of course they're ready.
Tristan says he's picking Asuka, Edge, Beth Phoenix, Brock Lesnar, and Austin Theory. Ellie, in mixed tag, Dominic will interfere and attack Beth. Hitting a woman will be a thing that makes Ray finally fight. Ooh, wow. Ellie's got some good points. She's thinking outside of the box here, right? That's what she's doing. I like it. Vince is trying to Qatar and Saudis to bid against each other. That makes sense. You get the biggest profit. Mr. Spades, in reference to the wrestler housewives, do that show with all of Rick's exes. Okay. Wow. That would be good TV. Mick Thompson's always share the video of this channel on Facebook. Go see it. Thank you. And Ellie, Tony Khan will give you a title run if you promise to be his friend. That's so sad and funny. That's so funny. Folks. This has been the All About Wrestling podcast. I guess this is sort of a pre-show for Elimination Chamber. I'm excited.
I guess so.
All right, Mi Amor. We'll go to Mi Amor. Mi Amor, we'll give you the camera. Bobby and Brock. Bobby Lashley and Brock. Who's winning?
Brock.
Brock Lesnar. Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn. Who's winning?
Roman Reigns.
Okay. Women's Elimination Chamber match. Who's winning?
Oh, I'm kind of torn between two, so I'm just gonna say I'm gonna go with Asuka.
Asuka. Yes. Nobody's ready for Asuka.
No.
And the men's. Who's winning?
I'm gonna say Montez Ford.
Montez Ford. Bold prediction. Wow. Mick Thompson says he's always ready tonight. Are you ready? Do you watch party WWE? We don't do watch parties because we like to really sit and enjoy the show. You know what I mean?
Who does a watch party? The Nice Guy Andy podcast. Do they do that for every?
Sometimes they do. Tantalizing Tony does.
Okay. Is he having once a day?
I think he's at an event, but I think his show may still actually at 7 p.m. I believe. If I'm correct, if I remember, guys, if you like shows like this,
so it's 6. You got about an hour.
In about an hour, go to the Tantalizing Tony show on YouTube. Mick, you're familiar with them. You're in their chats. Steven Chambers, check them out. Really, I think they go live at 7. Tantalizing Tony's out and about. He's at an event right now.
But I'm sure he'll
pop in. He'll pop in. He will pop in.
Yes.
All right, so folks, thank you for chiming in. Thanks for all your input. We appreciate you. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. We'll be back soon in a few days, maybe. Folks, thank you. This has been the All About Wrestling podcast. Mi Amor, you have the last word.
Bye, guys. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you guys.